Hello and welcome back to more Football Manager 2019 with me, Mr. Grantu, and Swansea City, a Welsh development. And well, what a difference a win can make. Last time out, uh, after the incredibly irritating last-minute equaliser from Fulham that would have given us a win, uh, our first win in 2 months of football, we did manage to smash bottom of the table Preston 4-0 away from home. That gave us really a huge amount of confidence to kick on with. And as you can see, our start of December has been very promising. A 3-1 win against Southampton, two free kicks from Bers Angelina and a late goal from Tyler Roberts. Of course, they did take the lead through our former player Leroy Fair because obviously it's Football Manager. A 3-1 win against Watford followed that. A hat trick from Daniel James, undoubtedly his best performance. He's been playing really well on the left hand side, although he's unfortunately going to be injured for our matches today. A 1-1 draw with Newcastle followed that, and most recently a 1-0 win, Tyler Roberts getting the goal against what is now Frank Lampard's Everton. He's got himself a bit of a promotion as Frank. So all of that leaves us in the table at a far more respectable 11th place. We currently have 25 points, so well on the way to securing our safety in the Premier League for next season. So here is the team that we're going to be using for the first game today, which is going to be a pretty difficult test for us against Tottenham. Mulder's going to keep his place in goal. Paul Dummett has finally remembered that he is actually a Premier League footballer and is playing relatively well. Rodin has formed a pretty solid partnership so far with James Chester, which is a little bit annoying because I think Chris Mepham is probably better than both of them. He may well get a chance as the season goes on, but at the moment I just want to focus on actually not conceding goals and actually winning. Connor Roberts has improved massively. Tom Lawrence is doing considerably better playing on the right than he ever did on the left. Matt Grimes has done relatively solidly, and although his average rating doesn't reflect it, I assume that's because he was so bad earlier on in the season. Despite what my assistant manager says, Joe Allen is far better as a deep line playmaker than as a box-to-box midfielder. Wayne Routledge is going to come in on the left because, as said, Daniel James has a bit of an injury today. He might be back for the next game against West Ham, but we'll have to wait and see. Bers Angelina is going to be playing in attacking midfield. He complained for a long time about the lack of football, and he's got his chance, and to be fair, he has taken it relatively well. Tyler Roberts is going to be starting up front. He scored a couple of goals recently, while Ben Woodburn has done next to nothing. So that is how we will be starting today. I should say Wayne Routledge has agreed a transfer to join AEK Athens. He wasn't really playing all that much, although of course he is going to be playing today. So we are probably in the lookout for a new winger, although Joe Adams will be getting quite a bit of game time as the season goes on. Tottenham are undoubtedly our biggest test for a while, certainly since we started remembering how to actually win games again. Pretty much the standard Tottenham team, as you would expect now, although typically frugal signings from Daniel Levy in the sense of Adrian Rabiot on a free and Christian Pavon, who can normally be picked up for absolute pennies, although they do have De Ligt on the bench, Gnabry as well. So definitely a Tottenham side to be very wary of. How can our majority Welsh players do against them? Matt Grimes working from a corner. Tom Lawrence loses out to Son. And Tottenham looking to break, but it's been given away. Paul Dummett intercepts. Joe Allen plays it straight to the back to the Tottenham defence, though. This is a highlight that is a little bit. I'm not really sure whose highlight this is, which way it's going to go. We're trying to break it out from the back. But it's been headed down to Tyler Roberts, who has been tackled well by Aurier. And it looks like Tottenham are now going to break. Dele Alli finds Harry Kane, who finds Heung-min Son, and Tottenham take a relatively early lead in this one. I mean, there was a lovely counter attack, very clinical from Tottenham. They could have Could have done with that in the Champions League final, really, but they all looked completely dead on their feet. Throw in from Ben Davies, intercepted by Joe Allen. Can we launch some sort of counter strike just 3 minutes after the last Tottenham goal? Tom Lawrence has it. Chance here on the edge of the box. He's come to Matt Grimes. He's put it in, but it looks like he's offside. Indeed, he is. No immediate response from us. Corner though from Shalina. Headed away by Eric Dyer initially, but Tom Lawrence has put it in, and it's put in by Wayne Routledge. It come up with Matt Grimes being offside, but Wayne Routledge, who will be leaving us in January to go to AEK Athens, has used what will be one of his final appearances to give us an equalising goal away at Tottenham. This is looking ominous from Spurs here. Comes out to Ben Davies. He puts it on a plate for Harry Kane, but he puts it wide. Well, exactly what we didn't need. Another injury in the wide departments. Tom Lawrence has picked up a, what does it say? Potential lower leg injury. So hopefully he's not broken his leg, because that would really, really be terrible. But it's not like we can really replace him with anybody. Adams is going to come on for now, but I mean, we kind of own all of the Welsh wingers anyway, except for Harry Wilson, who's on loan at Derby, so we can't get him. David Brooks, who we can't afford, and Gareth Bale, who has absolutely no interest whatsoever in joining. Very pleasing first half for us, except for the injury to Tom Lawrence, which is kind of what's dominating my thoughts at the moment. Hopefully, it's not anything more serious than a twisted ankle or a gashed lower leg. I really could do without a broken leg. Dele Alli finds Harry Kane and he hits the post. It bounces away. Mulder was nowhere near it, but we get away with it just. Aurier puts the ball in, comes out to Dele Alli, blasts it over the bar. Another chance for Tottenham here. Winks puts it in, and Son heads against the post, and then it's saved by Mulder. It's all Tottenham at the moment. Can we hold on? Just 10 minutes to go. A late chance for us here. Joe Adams has it. Joe Allen finds Ben Woodburn, and Woodburn has scored. It's his second goal of the season. His first was all the way back against Everton, sorry, on the opening day. Hasn't really done much since then at all, but a great take from him. He rushes through and puts it past Gazaniga, and we are heading for a famous and completely unexpected win. I guess this kind of shows you the power that form has in this game. We were in such a terrible run of form, really, really awful. We've then been on a winning run and we've gone and won against Spurs. Well, the win does come at a massive, massive loss. Tom Lawrence, one of our only wingers, is out with a broken leg and he's going to be out for 6 to 7 months. I would gladly trade 3 points to stop that. I mean, I did fear the worst when it said lower leg injury, but I've kind of been quite lucky this year. I've never really had many on any saves serious injuries, but that is almost as serious as it gets. Quite often you get a little bit less than that, but 6 to 7 months, that is absolutely horrific, and there's not really much we can do about that. If we look at the options available to us, I mean, we can't get Harry Wilson in because, well, we already have Ben Woodburn on loan, and he's on loan at Derby. We can't get him in. David Brooks, not interested. Gareth Bale, not interested. That is, I mean, what do we even do? What do we even do in that situation? There isn't anybody else. Yeah, we've got Joe Adams coming through, but Wayne Routledge is leaving, so we'd need to buy another winger anyway. I don't really know what to say. This is the danger of having a limited player pool. I mean, Marley Watkins, George Williams, they're not really good enough, are they? They're not even close to good enough. He's playing in League Two. Right, I think really we just need to offer Bournemouth lots of money for David Brooks. I did think about Harry Wilson, but even if we did buy him, we wouldn't be able to use him until the summer anyway, because I don't think it would cancel his loan deal at Derby. Um, well, I suppose at least he will be back next season. 6 to 7 months is a very long time, but we're in December now, so he should, if all goes well, he should be back in July, which means he'll be available for us from next season. But well, I, with as well as we've been doing right now, I don't think that's going to necessarily be lasting all that much longer. Well, he's actually talking to me. He's going to cost a lot of money, and he's going to want a lot of money as well. But do we do this? To be like, you know what? I don't think I'm ever going to sell you. You can have a massive sell-on fee because, as far as I'm concerned, mate, you're never leaving. You're never leaving. I'm never going to sell you. How about that? Oh no, that would be silly. Let's see if this man's interested. I'm sure he will be. I'm sure he would. Can we get the board to buy him? I'd love to sign Gareth Bale. Can we sign Gareth Bale, please, Jason? Really? His unrealistic target and the cat. Oh, well. Okay, I can't pretend I'm not disappointed, but I do understand. So, just 1 day's rest between the matches, then, as we now face West Ham at the Liberty Stadium. That has meant that there's a few players who are not yet back from injury. Daniel James is still out. Mac Grimes has also got a bit of a minor injury. Tom Lawrence, obviously, as we know, is going to be out for the foreseeable future. Joe Allen is also suspended for this one. So the back five is going to remain the same. Wayne Routledge will be playing on the left in what will be his final ever match for Swansea City. I kind of regret selling him, really, but we had the offer. He's getting on a bit. He's not Welsh. Under the rules of the challenge, he really had to go. Lee Evans is going to start in midfield then with Matt Smith, who is back from injury, and Joe Adams is going to be making another appearance of what will hopefully be quite a few this season on the right. Chelina and Roberts are going to be continuing up front. West Ham not having the best time of it recently. Can we continue our massive upturn in form that's seen us rise to, well, currently 8th in the table? Well, West Ham are taking the lead very early on here. I wasn't actually paying attention, but they've sneaked one in from a free kick there to fill this. I think that's how you say it. Who knows? Has scored, giving them the lead. Not exactly how we wanted to start things out. He's got another free kick here. This time Mulder makes the save and Dummett tackles from Jack Wilshere. He's got another one. This time he hits against the wall, but he puts the rebound in. Staphylidis, that's probably how you say it. Staphylidis gets himself, I mean, he could have had a hat trick really, but 2 goals, both from free kicks. One was directly from the free kick, one from the rebound, and we find ourselves in all sorts of trouble here. Wilshere puts it in, headed onto the post by Yarmolenko. We're not really offering anything here whatsoever. Really missing Tom Lawrence, it seems. Well, Wayne Routledge has been absolutely dreadful today. I don't really want to have to substitute him in his final Swansea game, but I don't really have a choice. At least he'll get a standing ovation from the fans. 20 minutes to go, and it's West Ham coming forward. We've not had a single highlight. Ryan Kent runs through almost our entire team, and Mulder pushes it away. Another set piece for West Ham, though. It comes all the way out to Yarmolenko, hit against our offence. Free kick in again, headed in by Yarmolenko, and Declan Rice has bundled the ball in. It's 3-0 to West Ham, and after our dramatic late winner against one London team, another one has come to Wales and is going to very, very comprehensively be our undoing. And as this result could prove pretty critical, it means that West Ham go above us in the table. Not that I really have any ambitions whatsoever for qualifying for Europe this season. I just want to survive. Stafridis, it's come out to Albi Energetti again, another set piece. It's almost bordering on ridiculous. but we are 4-0 down, and well, our excellent run of form has come crashing to a halt. Perhaps expected given the players that were out. Roberts puts it wide, and the players who are injured, but very, very disappointing nevertheless. Well, that is it then. A very, very, very poor performance after what was an excellent performance against Tottenham last time out. I'm going to get very aggressive with them. That was really, really, really not good enough. And I expect to see you all in training tomorrow. So there we are then, a very disappointing end to our 2019 in game, and a disappointing way to end what's been a very excellent run of victories for us. But nevertheless, we find ourselves just outside the top 10, level on points with the team that just defeated us, West Ham United, and 6 points clear of Crystal Palace back in 12th. Most importantly, we are now 10 points clear of a surprising Leicester City in the relegation zone. I think, well, there's still quite a lot of the season to go, 18 matches left, but I think can be relatively safe from relegation. This run of form here from the Preston game onwards is probably enough, despite this sticky patch here, to see us safe. Although we do have quite a few tricky matches to play. We also got to play most of the top six again, so it's going to be difficult. But thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time.